Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. I hope you are happy and well and doing amazing. I'm Lady J with your collective Summer Solstice 2022 reading. This is a general reading. Take what feels right, leave what doesn't. And if you enjoy this content, let me know in the comments. Consider subscribing if you haven't already and liking this video. It really helps me out and helps my channel. It's important for me to know that I'm connecting with you, and it also helps these videos continue coming your way. Click the notification bell so you know when your next reading is uploaded. A great big shout out goes to all of my subscribers. Hey subs! Hello to all my new subscribers. Welcome everyone, and thank you for your views and your connection. What we create here is synergy, baby, and it is truly magical. I am so grateful and immensely appreciative for you, your support, and your beautiful positive energy. All right, let's get started. Today I'm introducing a new deck I'm so excited to share with you. It's a new Oracle deck by Colette Baron-Reid, and she collaborated with Alberto Velado. It's called the Shaman's Dream Oracle. It's brand new. Came out about a month ago, and I've been waiting for this occasion to share it with you. Comes in this really nifty box. It's got a magnetic closure, so it's just no hassle at all. And on the inside, it's got a beautiful, like, celestial painting, art, graphic, and it says, "We are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being." So, it's got this great little ribbon. You just kind of pull it up and it allows everything to fall out. So it's really hassle-free. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at that. You're just hanging out in the galaxy there. It's so beautiful. So this is a 64 card deck, and I'm just going to put this away with all the rest of my little boxes there. Comes with a guidebook, of course, really handy and nifty. It just, you know, I really love the way that she phrases things, and so I always keep these around. You know, I read the Wisdom of the Oracle to you, and sometimes the Good Tarot, and so that's the book there. It's just matching the cover on the box. And then the artwork on the cards remind me a little bit of like the Mayan calendar. It's very Grecian. I just love it. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And so I can't wait to show you these cards. Beautiful art and photography going on here. So let's get started. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides, loved ones on the other side, thank you for your love, your guidance, and protection for our highest and best good. Let's do a little Tibetan singing bowl before we get started. Take a couple of deep breaths. This is for the collective all signs. Yes. What guidance do you have for the collective? Now, I have meditated on these cards. I've cleansed them. I've done all the things, you know, and you get new cards and bring new things into your life, into your world, into your energy. So, I'm so excited to share these with you. For the collective, thank you. All right. A tidy house, clarity and organization. The number one card, and how apropos as we are. Now there is a zero, I believe. Is there a zero? I think there's a zero. I may be mistaken. I can check though. Huh. You know, because like the Fool's card is like the zero card in a traditional deck. Let's see. Here we go. No, starts with one. A tidy house, clarity, and organization. Love it. Look at that. That's wild. That's a lot going on in that card. It's fiery red. Very appropriate for summertime. Well, I hope your summer is off to a great start. We've got 49, Skywriting the Fates. And if you're familiar with any of her other decks, there are similarities, similar messages with these cards, so they won't be too strange for you, too out of the ordinary. Great. And we'll take the bottom. It's a cactus. It says horned cactus resourcefulness. We'll just pop this baby on over here. And I'll keep this close because I do want to read them to you. All right, and then we've got Crown Games. Right use of power. So a tidy house, clarity in organization, skywriting the fates, Crown Games, right use of power, and horned cactus resourcefulness. So this is 149, which is 4. 4 and 9 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. We're talking about numerology. And we have 8 and 29, which is 11. That comes to 2 as well. So in numerology, 1 is all about creation, divine force, new beginnings, okay? Limitlessness. Yes. And so a tidy house, clarity and organization. So let's talk about the summer solstice. Summer solstice is the longest day of the summer. It is the epitome of summer. It represents, full bloom. So in the springtime, we plant seeds. Some of our perennial, flowers and plants that come back every year start to bloom. We have early springtime blooms, ushering in the new year for us. And it's important. The reason why we talk about these things, for those of you that don't know, it's because it is important for us to be in the flow of the natural flow of life, nature's flow. And although we celebrate the new year as we do in America, at the beginning, what we call the beginning of the year, which is in January of our calendar, the new year really happens at springtime and the spring equinox. So as we go through that transition and we arrive in summer, we're in full bloom, full speed ahead. There's so much going on planetarily. There's so much. I hope you enjoyed that short video that I did for you guys about the new moon or the full moon and the Saturn and Jupiter and all these great energies going on around us. And so if you haven't checked that out, it's in my channel. Please, I'll put a link if I can't in the description, and then there'll be a little video pop up at the end of the video if you stick with us. So now, this is a time of revelation. A lot is being revealed, a lot of truths about our personal self and those around us, and perhaps there's a paradigm shift. And as our true selves are revealed and our purpose and our depth and what life is really about for us becomes solidified and really showing itself to us, we can rest assured that this will be revealed to us and that we will be ushered in by our guides and our co-creators in the non-physical to take what we have planned in the new year and springtime, or at the beginning of the year, whenever that was for you, and see how it's working for us, and recalibrate, and maybe, you know, cut away the dead leaves and allow that blossom to bloom fully. So for us to really go full speed ahead in the direction of our dreams and the life that we're creating for ourselves. And so the connectedness, the intense connectedness and embracing our spiritual selves, connecting instinctually and being enlightened and being vividly intuitive, that connectedness. You know, a lot of people say, well, the veil is thin. And so it's kind of like that, where things are just really powerful right now. And a powerful balance can be had and is being requested by Spirit for us to do that. So that's a little bit about the summer solstice. There's a lot to it. I implore you to look it up on your, on your own time, and, when you have time to kind of delve a little deeper into that. But can you feel the energy? There are things popping up for us that are old pains and traumas and things that we are being called to integrate from, recognize, and grow from, wherever you are in the stage of the game. And so this is a collective energy read on all signs, and just see what energies are there for everyone. Okay, so we have tidy house, clarity, organization, because a cluttered mind can reflect in our outer world as clutter. So if we take a look at that and organize our thoughts and organize our intentions, you might see that start to transfer in our physical world. And then if you look around and you start there in the physical world, if you tidy up your environment, it tends to tidy up our thoughts, and we become organized so that we can set out to do what we've planned to do. So it's really putting our plan to work. Then we have skywriting the fates. That is beautiful. 49 again is 13, and that is 4. It is also about organization. It's about dedication and goals, realism, okay, considering, reconsidering, and responsibility, okay. And then Crown Games, it's number 8. It's all about power and success. And it's about management, managing, what we set out. Is our plan working? As we execute our plan, do we need to recalibrate? Maybe, again, like your flowers in your garden, if you garden at all. Or if you've ever observed someone tending to their garden. They're cutting away some dead leaves, watering, fertilizing, allowing those blooms to really, really blossom without all that dead weight. And it says right use of power. Well, we're all gifted power in our life. And the question is, how will you use that power? You ever think when you were a child, if I had superpowers, I could do this, I could do that. And you see in the movies, they go, well, if you're gifted this power, you must use it for good. And people are tempted to use it for their own benefit. A lot of psychics and mediums and intuitives can't use their gifts to win the lottery. People say, well, if you're psychic, well, how come you're not rich? Or how come you can't win the lottery? It doesn't work that way. This is a spiritual inherited gift. It doesn't work to just benefit oneself, because that's not what life is about. This gift, everyone has the gift. Some of us choose to use the muscle, and some of us don't. And depending on life experiences and such, will depict, just how in tune we become and how much we exercise that muscle. So the one thing that you'll learn is people will say, money, you can't take money with you. You know, none of us are making it out alive. That sounds bleak, I understand. But my point is you can't take it with you. Although it can be a sign of success in the physical world, there's so much more. A happy poor man is never poor. You ever heard that? A happy poor man is always rich, because it's not about the material things or the money that brings them happiness. Now, money is a resource. It can help you in times of need. If you need, God forbid, you need medical care, or if you need to move, you do need, do need resources in order to do these things, but it's not the end all be all of life, right? So we're going to move on to 29, horned cactus, resourcefulness. Well, 29 is 11. So it's also 2. So we'll start at 2. It is the receptive energy of the feminine. It's intuition. It's relationships, flexibility, cooperation, diplomacy, integration. Okay. It's also 11. And it's about intuition as well. Faith, instinct. It can also be about internal or inner conflict, fears and anxiety, and understanding that those things come when we are not listening to ourselves. So I'm going to go a little bit into these cards, and then we'll pull some tarot cards for you. A tidy house, clarity and organization, okay? A thorough inventory, an auspicious symbol. Yes. I have to say, I feel like great things are coming for us as a collective, these new powerful energies ushering this energy for this summer. If your emotional world feels messy and unruly, you can't seem to get clear, it's time to see how your environment is affecting you. Although your inner world has a huge impact on what shows up in your outer world, the reverse is also true. You can be influenced by the people who populate your daily life and energy of the objects you surround yourself with. Basically, everything in your surroundings. Now it's time for an inventory and full clearing of your environment. And it goes on to talk about how that looks like in relationships and how that can look in your financial world, really. Be impeccable with your word. The 4 agreements. That's one of the 4 agreements. Say what you mean what you do, and be willing to make whatever changes are necessary to clean up your side of the street. So if you know that you're doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion. So, with that said, right now, once you are sure about your proverbial house being tidy, there's a release of energy to begin new things and enjoy life. So now is a great time, as I said in that short video I offered you all, this is a great time to reconsider and recalibrate. Go back over your lists. Are your goals that you set for yourself still, valid right now? Are they still working? Are you still moving in that direction? And it's okay to change directions. But this is a great time to ask yourself that. Now let's move on to 49, skywriting, the fates. I'll put these guys up here for you. And I'll lay them back down when we delve a little deeper, okay? So this one is skywriting, the fates. All right. So that which we cannot change, right? It's like the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity, right? So it is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and only you, you alone. That doesn't mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold or littered with diamonds. Nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It's just your path, with parts that can't be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. So, in this way, whether you are faced with every single aspect of your life, is it perfect? Is it imperfect? What is perfect and what is not? Good or bad? Being in flow or being blocked, this or that, this nor that. So see your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. So this is a great time of radical acceptance. Okay. Okay. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity and unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave, but right now you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate. So, again, I feel like now is a great time of healing from old, crusty wounds. Ones still weeping to be bandaged and healed. Now is a time of integration out of that old cycle, and we're moving into a new cycle, and the summer solstice marks this time that you will, let's just say, get a leg up. You just have a little bit more stability and a little bit more help from non-physical, ushering you, giving you some momentum to get up out of that old stuff. Crown games, right use of power. Number 8. Number 8 is the number of power. It's the number of balance, success, infinity, the unforeseen. All right, let's see what it says in the book. Leadership, responsibility, accountability, right use of power. So there's a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it, who doesn't, how to get more of it, and not to lose that which you have. And it's also about comparing yourselves to others. A lot of times when we are in our own growth and progression, as we monitor our growth and progression, we look outwardly sometimes, and we look at others that are doing better than us, and we're just not quite there yet. Whether we're wanting to make more money, lose weight, or gain muscle, or whatever it is, we're just not, we want to get from here to there, but we have to kind of do these little baby steps until we get there. And so the key is for us to enjoy each step of the way, because each step of the way is your journey. What if you just got there? Okay, you're there. Is that when you're going to start living? No, you get there by living, baby. That's the life, right? I think a lot of us are going through that right now. And so how to wield it wisely and not get drunk with it and cause harm. We can sabotage our success when that happens. These are matters that you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game, power, and all it entails. They both can be dangerous. They both can be productive, destructive, and redemptive. Indeed. So it says, which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? It's hard because we feel compelled to heal everyone and to keep from hurting someone. But at what cost? Will you be accountable, amendable, to change or to make amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others, lead with humility, while letting others discover their way home? So now's a time where we're learning that empowerment comes with a price and sacrifice for sovereignty. This is the time to pick your battles, use strategy, temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. And you can see power as currency that you must spend judiciously. Oxygen mask first. And finally, we've come to 29. The horned cactus. Resourcefulness. Going deep, baby. It's all about blooming through resilience. Talking about blooming. Resourcefulness, discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough. Because right now, we're kind of... What did I heard that somewhere. We're like on a holding pattern right now. It's the calm before the storm. I know you can feel it. That's why you're getting anxious, perhaps. So, nothing seems to be happening fast enough, or your ideas have dried up. You begin to question your relevance. During these periods of life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful. That success will never happen to you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. Very good. The horned cactus thrives in the barren desert scape, offering you the gift of water when it appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you'll see the natural thorns that protect it from predators and the elements. What you don't see are the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with continuous flow of water. This succulent is a symbol of resilience, of resourcefulness, of your needs being met in spite of appearances to the contrary. It's a reminder that the courage and inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below the less than friendly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect to this magical truth and trust? Well, first you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you are tested here. Be the cactus, resilient and resourceful. Well, yes, I love these messages, and I'm discovering them with you as well. I want you to know that I'm discovering them with you. All right. Let's just see what Tarot has to say about all this. Angel, spirits, guides, loved ones on the other side, thank you for the collective. The transformation is immense, has commenced. All right, well, we've got the Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Sun, baby. Yeah. And the Three of Cups on the bottom. Connectiveness. Connectedness. You see that? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, for a lot of us, it's a fresh start. It's a new endeavor, new energy, new relationships, new communication, new way of living. We eating better, we drinking more water, paying attention to our fitness and our health, our mental and emotional health and well-being. Queen of Pentacles is confident and nurturing, focused. Like it's easy for the Queen of Pentacles to focus. Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't know where Scorpio came from, but I tell you what. So are Scorpios. So the Sun, Leo energy, 19, which is 22. Again, that feminine, receptive glee. This is joy. This is pure joy. Integration, making peace, being influential and being influenced. So now's a great time for us to take inventory on what is for our highest and best good and go in that direction. See, there's things that we know about ourselves that we don't tell other people about ourselves. And that's okay. Everyone doesn't need to know our shadow self. They don't need to know what that's made up of. You know, some people will know because people are smart and they can see if people are hiding from themselves. And sometimes they can see what they're hiding from within themselves. But this is a great time. It just, the energy is right. The flow is there. Whoa. Confirmation. The flow is there for us to really pay attention to the things that we want to transform within ourselves so that we can heal it and transform, integrate out of it. And, you know, out with the bad, in with the good. All right, let's see what else we have here. Probably making some deliveries around here. We got the Lovers and the Hermit on the bottom, Gemini and Virgo energy. Four of Discs. Paying attention to our money, our cash flow, how we're making our money, with whom we're making our money, how tightly we're holding on to our money. Yeah, I think there are, for a lot of us, we have new endeavors coming in. That's been something that I've seen. Yeah, the Six of Swords. Leaving behind what's no longer serving us, a lot of toxicity. Things that have been old baggage. That old, crunchy, crusty stuff I was talking about earlier. The Six of Swords on the bottom. That's the underlying message. That's the gist. That's the thing that, you know, is kind of like, it's a low grade vibration that we know we need to do, but perhaps either we're obscuring it or it's being obscured from us to really grasp. But this is bringing it to our attention. Because full transformation, there's that Scorpio I said, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, death energy with the scorpionic energy on the card in which I was describing. And judgment, the sun. Listen. Out of 6 cards, we've got 3 major arcana. So this is big. This is big transformative energy. This is something that needs our attention. And then again with that Six of Swords on the bottom there. So if you feel like I keep hearing, here comes the sun. Yeah. So it's a brighter day. I feel like we are being called to our higher selves. Those of us that are aware and that are in tuned know what this calling is. We're being called to be our higher selves, our better selves, to no longer work through old ways of dealing and thinking and being through that old stuff. There's no more place for that. So if you want to, if you want to excel, if you want to progress, it's time to step up to the plate for all of us. It is time to step up to the plate. And this transformative energy, listen, the queen, you're starting anew here. We have new opportunity, new ideas, fresh new energy flowing through us about our commerce, our home, our environment. If you look, there's like a moth in the background. You see that moth at the top of the card? Right there. This is transformation. This is becoming renewed. And the Queen of Pentacles with the Death card, there's going to be a vast transition. For a lot of us, we are going to be living lives that look very different from the lives that we were living even last year, 6 months ago. Get ready. Buckle up, Buttercup. All right. And the Judgment card with the Sun. Listen, look at that. You have the Sun, and look behind that Archangel Michael there. Look at that. This is renewed energy. This is joy, rejoicing, a second chance. You know, these planets that are doing what they're doing, all this planetary movement, a lot of it hasn't happened for 27 years. 27, 25, 27 years ago. So if you think about it, a lot of us were in a transitional stage in our life 27 years ago. Do the math. Where were you 27 years ago? I believe it was 1995. It might have seemed like full steam ahead, but yet like we were going nowhere. Like where are we? What is this really doing? And then, whoosh, then life just happened. Can you say that for your life? Is that what happened? Things were moving and grooving, and there was a change. Things were kind of static. And then, whew, things just changed. Yeah. Well, we have clear quartz and celestite and rhodonite. For this new change, if you don't have clear quartz, I implore you to grab yourself some clear quartz. Okay? This is all about happiness and well-being. Okay? This is going to help you multiply goodness and well-being. This will amplify the energies within you and around you and any other crystals that you have. And it can amplify loving kindness. And that's where we're moving to more conscious living. Increase clarity, peace, and understanding. Improve clarity of mind and emotions. We'll do the affirmations after. And celestite. Love this crystal. This is about intuition and spirit communication so that we know what spirit's trying to tell us, and we are connecting with spirit and on such a deep level. Do you say good morning to your angels? If you don't know who your archangels are, just ask and then listen. Don't force a reaction. Don't force it. Just listen and hear it and believe it when you hear it. That's the trick. So Celestite's going to help you improve spiritual communication skills, interpret signs and symbols, help you experience connection with angels and spirit guides, feel serenity and calmness. And Rhodonite. Rhodonite's all about love, friendship, and romance. It's going to help you release heartache, grief, and sorrows of past relationships. Encourage lightheartedness and joy. Restore the balance of confidence and emotions. Yeah, a lot of us are going through very emotional, turbulent times right now because we're integrating out of that old stuff that we've just been mulling around in for years. And it's going to come up. And I just suggest to you, beautiful, don't resist it. Allow it to happen so that it can be cathartic, so that it can just, you can be cleansed of it and be done so that you can thrive in your life. The affirmation for Rhodonite is, my mental and emotional bodies are balanced. I attract nurturing people. A lot of us are really creating boundaries for ourselves. A lot of us will be traveling. A lot of us will be wanting to move. Well, the one thing is you can move all around the world a billion times, but whatever's going on within you will always be with you. So if your house, your mansion is clear and cleansed of heaviness and low vibration, your outer life will resemble that. So your relationships, you're being called to heal your relationships. You're being called to remove yourself from toxic relationships. You're being called to allow the transformation to happen. Those of us, I was talking about those of us that are familiar, but those of us that are not that familiar are starting to awaken. You are starting to awaken in ways that you never have before. Because you know all the things. You know the moon rituals. You know the burn list rituals. You know the tarot card and the oracle card ritual. You light your candles, your incense, and your sage. You meditate. You do your breathing exercise. You know all the things. And then suddenly you notice that you're starting to become aware and downloaded with more and more awareness and connectedness. And it is truly magical. And I say go with that, Soul Tribe. Go with that. It's beautiful. Yes. Okay, Celestite. The affirmation is, I hear, see, notice, and understand messages from the divine. I hear you, divine. I hear you clearly. Say it out loud. When you wake and when you lay down for slumber, connect to your maker and your non-physical connections. And be full of gratitude. Just say thank you. Thank you for being there. And if you're not feeling anybody, just ask. I need to feel you. Give me a sign. And you'll be shown a sign. I guarantee it. And the affirmation for clear quartz is, I am a clear channel of love, light, and well-being. All of my heart's desires are realized now for my highest and best good. One time for the collective. I love it. Yes, I think it's a beautiful thing. Thank you for being here with me. I want you to have a beautiful rest of your summer. I'll be back with July readings coming up in just a bit. Enjoy this summer solstice, the longest day of summer. Enjoy this new moon that we have coming up on the 28th. Yep, the 28th, 27th, 28th, depending on where you are in the world. That's next week, right? What's today? This is weekend, right? So next Tuesday is the new moon. Next Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you are in the world. Blessings to you as these new beginnings are happening for you. And you're looking around and you're going, what new beginning? I do have a new beginning? Just hold tight. You got a new beginning coming. If you're feeling restless, you have a new beginning coming. So now's a great time to get organized. Do some summer cleaning, spring cleaning of your emotions. Clean up your relationships. Address things. If you need to make that phone call, make that phone call. If you can't make that phone call, write a letter. Burn it if you need to. Get it out. Whatever you need to get out. Now's the time to do it. Start those new projects. Finish that thing you've been meaning to finish or start, whatever it is. Be prepared for a full transformation. We are going through a major energy thrust right now, and it is beautiful. Welcome it with open arms. Let go of things that no longer serve you. Allow what's going on to go on. There's things that you cannot change. Spend your time and your energy and your thoughts on what you want and being in gratitude. Be loving if you want love. Work on your wobble. Work on, hey, if I fall off, just pick yourself up. Love yourself again and just look for those happy feels. I think it's beautiful. I think you're beautiful. And you are resourceful. Very powerful stuff. All right. All signs, everyone, thank you for joining me. I hope something in this message is helpful for you. Thank you for all your views, your likes, your shares, and comments. I love connecting with you. If you haven't subscribed, get subscribed. For further connection, follow on Instagram at Intuitive Tarot Therapy. Also, follow me on TikTok if you're interested at Mystic Funny Girl. Always sending you blessings of optimal health, wealth, love, harmony, unlimited wealth, and high vibes. Remember, you are limitless. Dream your biggest dream. Team up with Source Energy and make it happen. Until next time, be happy, be well, be great, and be grateful. We will see you soon. Peace, baby.